Welcome back to the XFO Intelligence podcast, where we explore the signals, shaping our future. Today, we're tackling a piece that has been making serious waves. A new article on Brendon Wong's blog titled The Great Convergence, Engineering a Beneficial Transition to Superintelligence.
And it's not your typical AI discussion. Wong uses a framework he calls Deep Augmented Thinking to move past speculation. He's presenting a data-driven forecast.
Right.
And it is incredibly specific. I mean, he argues the transition to superintelligence is inevitable.
Wow.
And the critical window is between 2037 and 2043.
It's a bold claim, but his argument is that this isn't about one single discovery. It's what he calls the Great Convergence. Computational power, new algorithms, massive data. All these exponential curves are just set to intersect in the 2030s.
Yeah, and he introduces this powerful concept, innovation autocatalysis. Think of it like a chemical reaction that starts sustaining itself. Progress in AI begins to fuel its own acceleration. Each step forward makes the next step bigger and faster. It creates this immense gravitational pull towards superintelligence.
The article then breaks down this monumental transition into like a three-act structure. First, we have the AGI dawn, projected for 2035 to 2038. And this isn't about consciousness.
Right.
It's about systems that can problem solve, strategize, and create on par with, or even better than, human experts.
Then the story just accelerates. With the recursive awakening from 2038 to 2041, this is where the systems begin to intelligently rewrite their own code to improve themselves. It's the start of an intelligence feedback loop.
Yeah.
Where growth starts compounding like interest in a bank account, but on a scale we've never seen.
Which leads us to the finale, the intelligence explosion. From 2041 to 2045, here the improvement cycles become so rapid that human intellect simply can't keep pace. And the article makes a crucial point.
Okay.
We are not limited by our imagination, but we're limited by not knowing what principles this future will even operate on.
And this is where the article shifts from prediction to prescription. It's not a prophecy of doom.
No.
It's a blueprint for action. The outcome hinges on how we navigate what Wong calls these critical balancing acts. And the most urgent one is the capability, safety, equilibrium.
The analogy used is just perfect. We are a civilization building engines of unprecedented power.
Right.
While investing almost nothing in the brakes or the steering wheel. The prestige, the funding, the brightest minds, they're all flocking to capability research. Safety is just an afterthought.
And that imbalance creates systemic risk on a global scale. And this leads to the next challenge.
Okay.
The dynamic between competition and cooperation. The race to build the most powerful AI is fierce.
Totally.
But the risks are shared by all of humanity. No single company or country can manage this transition alone. We have to find a way to compete on innovation while collaborating deeply on safety.
So what's the strategy? I mean, the article is incredibly direct here. It lays out immediate priorities for the window of 2024 to 2027.
Right now.
We're in it right now.
Right.
The single most impactful action is a minimum threefold increase in funding for AI safety research.
Exactly. The decisions we make in the next 3 to 5 years create the initial patterns.
Right.
They establish the trajectory. It's like setting the initial course of a rocket. A tiny adjustment at the start makes a world of difference where it ends up. Trying to correct course when the rocket is already screaming through the atmosphere is a lot harder.
One of the most hopeful and I think non-intuitive insights for me was that breakthroughs in safety research could actually accelerate a positive outcome. This isn't about putting the brakes on progress.
No.
It's about building a vehicle so safe and reliable that we can afford to go fast, confidently, towards a beneficial future.
The ultimate insight of the article is that we have to stop trying to control individual actors and instead focus on engineering the entire incentive landscape. We need to make safety a core part of the economic equation.
Yeah.
We need to create prestigious career paths for safety researchers so it becomes the most attractive field for top talent.
It all comes down to the human dimension, right? This transition isn't just technological.
Right.
It's a profound test of our wisdom and our values. We have to consciously decide what parts of the human experience we want to preserve and amplify.
It's a powerful call to action. The article stresses that this future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we are actively building, whether we realize it or not. The window to deliberately shape this outcome is closing. For anyone who wants to understand the full analysis, the data, the strategic imperatives, you absolutely must read the full article on Brendon Wong's blog. We encourage everyone to learn more, think deeply about the ethical implications, and join the conversation on how we can work together to get this right.
Now, as we close out, we want to leave you with a question to carry with you. Inspired by the article's core message,
Okay.
if you had the power to engineer the incentive landscape for AI, what is the one single rule or incentive you would create to best ensure that this technology benefits humanity for generations to come?